Hey everyone, welcome not to the Orange Road, but to the official YouTube channel from the Night Age. So, me and Anthony, and probably we'll get some other people on here as well, are trying to do some more coverage about the game on this channel. And one of the things we're looking at is the other companies that are making miniatures models for the game. Today I'm gonna look at Norba Miniatures. I think a lot of people don't know about them, which is a shame because they're a really nice company creating stuff for the Night Age. So they have a couple of ranges, for example these, the bustos, or the busts. One tip, this company is Spanish. In the top here you have the translation button, so go for English or else you'll get completely lost. But yeah, I haven't ordered at them myself, so I can only look at the website for my overview. But if I look at the models, they're pretty much really cheap, and that has its own quality. I also really like their models, I'll be honest about that as well. But they're also really well priced. So if you want to add or start a new army, and especially for the armies where models are more tricky to find, this company is a great way to start. So I'm gonna have a quick look at their model ranges. I also want to give some attention to their bases, because one of the discussions I often have in my own meta is where can I get decent bases now. They have their own base range. For example, 6 ogre-sized bases for 650 is quite nice. You can get 20 bases for 650 for the 20mm bases. So yeah, give him a look if you're looking for some cool bases, and I think it's yeah, like I said, it's a very nice price for everything here. But I want to talk about miniatures in specific, and I'm just gonna have a quick look at their range. As you can see here, they have quite a bunch of models, so more than I had last time I looked here. So it's gonna be a surprise for me as well to see what I find here. So let's start with the Kingdom of Aquitaine, one of the armies that is trickier to find models for. And the one thing that stands out for me now, and as it did before, are their Foot Knights. This is a unit which is not easy to find models for, and for 18 euros you can get 10 guys with command. As you can see here, they're made from resin, as if I'm not incorrect, and yeah, they're just a cool bunch of guys. And if you add for 12 euros you can add 10 more, so you're looking at 30 euros for 20 guys, or 42 for 30, which is a very decent price. There's nothing else I can say about it. I have heard from friends that you do actually have to do a bit of cleanup on the models, but yeah, I think that's something that is also part of the modeling exercise as well, and especially for these prices you can't really complain. I also really like that they have mounted Pegasus riders. One of the models, it's almost impossible to find for me on the second-hand market here, so getting a company that just makes them, and order them and get them, is something that's really standing out to me. I'll probably start a Knights of Aquitaine army somewhere next year because I wanna, and I can't wait to just get a bunch of more guys here. I also really like these guys, Questing Knights on foot. Paint job is also really cool to see. I might be wrong, but I think Peter was painted these. But I could be wrong, but they look like his style at least. A really cool banner as well. So yeah, and you can also use these guys, of course, for your Empire army if you want to. I just don't. I like these guys style-wise a lot more than some of the Games Workshop Empire guys. I also really like this guy. Cool hero on foot. So those were the Knights of Aquitaine. Let's get to the real stuff, Infernal Dwarfs, because everybody knows I love Infernal Dwarfs. There are pretty much 3 ways to get Infernal Dwarf models. 4 ways. You can get Mantic, you can get Forge World, if you have a lot of money. You can get, there are more ways, to be honest. You've got Russian Alternative, which also has some really cool stuff, but I'll talk about that in a different video. And you also have Norba, and the same goes here for Knights of Aquitaine. You can get a unit, the starter unit, for 18 euros. You just add 12 euros and you get another 10, another 10. And I think it's a really good way to start your range. They also have Citadel Guard. Now I own the original Forge World models, and these are, I could probably just add these to the unit and I don't think a lot of people will notice. They also have some extremely cool characters. I really like this one, for example. So yeah, if you wanna get your dwarf part of your Infernal Dwarf army, this is an amazing place to start. Then we have Dwarven Holds. Start with Hold Guardians, and I think it's a smart move by Norma to make them Bear Cavalry, because a lot of people want Bear Cavalry. And by using them as Hold Guardians, you can at least get them in the army and probably listen to the complaint of other Dwarf players. Like, we don't need no Bear Guardians, Bear Cavalry. But yeah, I think it's cool. You also get Gyrocopters here. Not the biggest fan of the Gyrocopter, but that's because I just don't like round design. But on the other hand, 15 euros, really nice price to get your chopper action going on. And they also have a little Dragon Seeker hero. Then we have the Vampire Covenant. And these guys are pretty much completely mounted. So if you're looking for mounted knights, it's a really good place to start. I want to have a specific look at this model. It's the Vampire Enchantress. I'll be honest, I'll probably gonna get this one for my, not for my Vampire army, but for my Knights of Aquitaine army. I just really love the style of this model. I'll probably have to remove the armor bit here, but yeah, it's such a cool model. Also the Knights of Death, also cool ass models. Then we have the Empire of Sunstal. There's one standard unit here, and it's the Teutonic Guard. I do not like my own Empire unit of the Guard unit. I've got the old Games Workshop models. These guys are way more badass, let's be honest. Especially since most of my army is converted. I played it mostly during 8th edition Warhammer. And I had a lot of Teutonic Knights. And now I can also get these guys as a lot cheaper alternative to the old metal models from GW, I mean. So yeah, cool stuff. Then we have the Ogre Counts, and I was quite surprised when I opened this today. I didn't know they even had Ogre Counts, and they specialized themselves in the Ogre mercenaries. So, 30 euros for unit of 6. Yeah, it's 5 euros per Ogre model. They're all unique. I think it's a really cool way to get this unit on. They don't have a lot of infantry, unfortunately. I mean, the regular ogres, so be cool to see them try out a box of that as well. Orcs and Goblins, they don't have a lot. They have some Warlocks, but yeah, they're not really stand out to me, to be honest. And they have a Bolt Thrower, which is also nice to have if you need one. Would love to see these guys try making a bigger unit like they do for the other units, because it's just such a great way to bulk out your army. Then we get to the Warriors of the Dark Gods, and they've got some of the coolest stuff here on their site. I love this Lord of Chaos on the Juggernaut. I think 20 euros is a freaking bargain for this model. I just love it. Love this model. It's amazing. Wish they had a painted example as well. They also have this Demon of Pestilence, which is always fun to see. Yeah, nice one. Let's move on to the last category, the Saurian Agents. They have the Quattle. I think this is pretty much, if you're already playing with Games Workshop models, this guy is a very easy fit to add to the army. 20 euros, not the cheapest model they have for the amount of stuff you get, but he is really cool. So yeah, if you wanna bulk out your army and you don't wanna spend too much money, I think Norma is an amazing place to start. So give the site a look, get some of their models, and if you have any experience with the models, please leave a comment in the comment section. I'm curious to see how people think about this model.